Hello, my friend. Welcome to Live Chat. I am very excited to be here because today we have the VIB haul. I usually do some kind of version of VIB-ness where I buy things and then I show you what I bought in their annual sale. I'm not sure if I'm going to regret the things that I purchased or not. You'll have to tell me if you've tried some of these things that I bought. I'm honestly not sure. We'll get into it. We'll get into it in just a second. This is the box. I didn't go overboard. I bought some things that I stock up on every year, at least recently. And then I got some things that I was just really curious about. So I wanted to unbox that for you today. If you are new to the channel, hi, my name is Jen. You're in my live chat. We do this. Well, you're probably not live. If you're new, you might not be live. You're probably watching on the replay. But anyway. We usually do these on Sundays at either 10 a.m. or 5 p.m. It just depends on the week. If you're not sure what time it's going to be, the episode of What's Up in Makeup, which is my makeup news show that goes live the same day, will tell you what time the live stream is. Also, the previous week, I tell you what time the next week is going to be. So if you watch the week before, I'll tell you what time the next chat is. Just as an FYI, next week will be at 10 a.m. Eastern time, even though tonight we're doing it at 5 p.m. Eastern time. At least it's nighttime for me. Before we get started, I am going to need a little bit of help talking about these products. And the people that help me are the people that are here live in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, people that are here live in the chat. If you are not here live, that's fine. No problem at all. You can also participate by putting a comment down below of your thoughts. You don't have to worry about just commenting once. You can comment as many times as you want. Don't feel like you're spamming me. It actually helps me with engagement when there's comments. So if you're kind of commenting as you go, like the live chat is, that's totally fine. Do whatever makes you happy and brings you joy. No, don't actually spam. Don't spam. Spamming is bad. But if you're thinking of things, I'm saying on the replay, if you're thinking of things, and you don't want to wait till the whole chat's over, leave a comment. You don't have to wait till the whole chat's over. That's all I'm saying. Good? Okay. He's giving me the eyes, freaking me out. My husband's over there moderating. Thank you to the rest of the moderators. They're here. Teresa, Flory, Steph, Audra, whoever was able to make it. Thank you so much for being here. I know I'm going to click on you in just a second. Sherry popped in real quick right after I set this chat. Thank you, Sherry, for being here. Good evening, Jen, John. She met mods there and the collective brain. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday, Andrea. So good to see you. Excited for chat, too. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for chat. Hi, Carrie. Carrie says, oh, I thought I missed chat this morning, so I was happy to see it was a later one today. Looking forward to listening while folding laundry. Yay! I need to fold laundry. I've been procrastinating. I have about half a bin of laundry left to fold because I just fold a few pieces at a time. It's a weird strategy that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Hi, Teresa, one of our moderators. She says, welcome back to live chat. Please like and share. It really does help Jen out. It really does help Jen out. Thank you. And it's free. It's free to do that. Hi, Sorojin. It's so good to see you. Let's go. And our other moderator, Flory, thank you so much for being here. She says, who's excited for Sunday chat? You've come to the right place. Welcome. Thank you, Flory, for being so kind. Casey, so good to see you. Happy What's Up in Makeup Day. And if I did not say good evening to you, or good afternoon, or good morning, or whatever time it is where you are, all of those good things to you. Thank you for being here. I do want to quickly show off my mug. This was bought at the farmer's market last week before last, something like that. I was very excited about my purchase, so I figured I would bring it. I don't think he sells online or anything like that, but cheers to small businesses. I am drinking decaf, though, because it is too late for that nonsense. Okay, so let us go ahead and open, and I'll show you what I got. Did you all get anything for the VIB sale? I am a big advocate of not buying anything if you don't need anything. I always try to tell myself, I don't know who told me this a long, long time ago, but if you buy something on sale, you are still, and you don't use it, then it wasn't on sale. You actually lost money. So it's really important to not just buy things just because they're on sale, because that is not a good strategy. And that's how I've ended up in the past with a bunch of stuff that I don't need. because I think, well, it's on sale. What if I want it when it's not on sale? Stop. Need to not do that. Very important. So let me show you my repurchases first. Did I get the big one? I didn't need to if I got the big one. Hold on. The prices aren't on here. No, I think this is the regular one. This is a re-up. I got this for the first time, the Sunday Riley A+ High Dose Retinoid Serum. I got this for the first time in a sponsor video for FabFitFun. The next year, I was going to purchase at the Sephora sale, but then it was in FabFitFun again, so I didn't have to purchase it because it was sent again for a sponsor video. This year, they did not have it in FabFitFun, therefore, I purchased it. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful retinoid serum. I find it makes my skin just look amazing. I use it 1 to 2 times a week. It usually lasts me about 8 to 9 months. It lasts me a really long time just using one pump every once to twice a week. Lasts me a really long time. So this was my first purchase that I was excited to show you. I do think that it is worth the price. That's why I buy it, but I buy it at the sale. I buy it at the sale. All right, let me go over because I'm going to zip through this stuff pretty fast if I don't talk to the collective brain. Hi, Sandra. Sandra says, although we now have Sephora now in the UK, there are no sales or discounts so far. They are not competing with other online suppliers like Look Fantastic and Cult Beauty. Well, that's a shame for Sephora. You know, you are not the first person in the UK to tell me that they are not impressed with the UK Sephora website. That's really sad because you would think that they would want to replicate what's happening in the US, in the UK, and in Canada and wherever else. Is there Sephora in Canada? Yes, there is. And other places. I mean, there's so many countries that have a Sephora. You would think that they would want that to be the same in the UK. But Sandra, you're not the only person to say that they are not impressed. I'm so sad to hear that. Hopefully they catch on. Hopefully things get better in the near future because they do have some stiff competition over there. Hi, Mama Goonie. I got so much. I just shot my stash. Yes, very smart. Hi, Air Scorpion. I'm getting soup and the house ready for a belated birthday party for me. Happy birthday. And my hubby. We have the same birthday. Well, happy birthday to both of you. Tracy says, no, girl, I just popped open a coffee energy drink. Good for you. Hi, Laura. So good to see you. Laura was at the market today. Hi, Laura. Good to see you again. Got a message from Sephora saying my order is delayed, waiting from the Hourglass Elephant face palette. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The was like a 6-pan palette and they had different animals on them. Very cool. I was looking at that. I decided to pass on that. Thank you, Laura, for coming to chat. I had a nice little talk with Laura today at the market. Thank you for coming by. All right, so let me show you the next thing that I got that's a repurchase. We'll do the repurchases first and then we'll do the new purchases. So this is a refill of my Fenty Skin Hydra Visor. And this is the only reason why I buy this is because I freaking love this moisturizer. It is my favorite sunscreen of all time. And it's not because it's more effective than any other sunscreen, because it's just as effective, at least it seems, as every other sunscreen. The reason why, well, this is a refill. First, let's talk about the negatives. A plastic refill to put into a plastic container, I think, is absolutely stupid. I think this refill system is stupid, but it is cheaper to buy a refill and it's less plastic than to buy the whole thing again. I would much rather them just fill, and it's so lame. Why don't they just make this look a little bit prettier? And then, I don't know. It's called greenwashing, my friends. It's called greenwashing. But this moisturizer is freaking phenomenal. It is pink. And it smells amazing. You don't need the outer packaging to pump it. Hold on. Just got to prime it up. I hope you don't need the outer packaging to pump it. I don't think you do. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's like this pinky purple color, right? And it blends into the skin beautifully. There's no white cast at all at any point. It just goes on like a moisturizer. Of course, I would use more than that for my face. But the smell of it, it smells so good. Sunscreen can smell like sunscreen. This one, it smells like fruit mostly, like a berry kind of scent with a tad bit of flowers. It smells beautiful, beautiful. But if you don't like fragrance products, definitely stay away from it because it does have a significant scent. The scent does linger a little bit, but not terribly long, especially if you're putting makeup on over top of it. But oh my gosh, I love the smell of it. It just brings me so much joy. It's such a great product. This is, I believe, my third refill of this that I've purchased. So that's four of them all together that I've purchased since it came out. It's a wonderful, wonderful product if you're looking for a good SPF. So this one is an SPF 30, I believe, right? Yeah, SPF 30 is what this is, and I freaking love this product. Put it back in for now. clean up after myself. That'd be very smart of me to like clean up and not just throw everything everywhere like I normally do. All right, let's see what you all have to say. Ooh, lots of things to say. Woohoo! Let's see. Diva Dream says same color as the Fenty body moisturizer. I believe so. I think all of it is like this like purpley pink color. I think so. Misty Moon, lucky me. I missed last week and slept in this morning, so I thought I missed it again, but here I am. I'm so happy you're here. Jacqueline, yes, the idea of plastic refills is so dumb. Perfumes that refill from the big container at the counter have the right idea. Yes, definitely. We've been talking about this as far as eco-friendly and greenwashing and all of that. That refills like that, I feel like, are the best, where you have a glass bottle or even a plastic bottle that gets cleansed and refilled. Or if it doesn't need to be cleansed, like a perfume bottle wouldn't need to be cleansed, I would imagine, because it's a lot of alcohol in there, that you would just refill it. Like that is the way to go. But I think that this kind of refill system is horrible. But I really love the product inside, and that's why I keep purchasing it. Kimberly, yes, I have seen that Sydney Grace has a Memories of Mel Thompson bundle. I did see that. We talked about that in What's Up in Makeup today. I almost cried. I held it together. But yeah. Yup. All right. Okay. And then, Alan says, I didn't order anything from Sephora, but I purchased some, I don't know that product, skincare products. Interesting. I don't know anything about that brand. No idea. All right. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this. This is the other thing I bought. We talked about this in a video recently. This is the Size Up mascara from Sephora. I really do compare this to to the Better Than Sex by Too Faced, except for it's not as clumpy and it does not flake on me at all. The Too Faced Better Than Sex sometimes will flake on me. I think it just kind of depends. I feel like sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't, or maybe sometimes I just don't notice. But this one has never flaked on me. It's about half the price. The wand is about the same, and the one that I have is dying. It's probably about 4 months old. It's about time for me to get rid of it. So I wanted to re-up on this, and at 30% off, I was like, heck yeah, absolutely. At least I think I got 30% off. I hope I did. I might have only gotten 15% off. I don't have the receipt. The receipt doesn't have any prices on it. I wish the receipts had prices on them here. Oh, Dark Angel says, I went crazy this year. That is a very good moisturizer. I actually love the whole Fenty Skin collection. There was one product that I did not like from Fenty Skin, and I think it was an exfoliator. It's like a little tiny little bottle like this. I used it once and my skin was so irritated. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let my skin calm down and then I'm gonna use it again and see if, maybe it was just a fluke thing. And I was never brave enough to use it again. So I didn't. And it's just been sitting in my bathroom since launch. Because I got it like right after launch to test it and review it for you. But I didn't feel like it was fair for me to like give you a full review of it without using it at least twice. Two, three, four times, but it irritated my skin, and not a lot irritates my skin. So yeah, I need to just suck it up and use it and see if it was just like a fluke thing. I want to say it was an exfoliator, but I can't remember. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Hi, my friend Audra. I like the cleanser from Fenty Skin too. It smells really good, just the same, and it rinses off beautifully. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cleanser. I have that too. I love that. I agree. Oh, okay. So it is an exfoliator, Sarah says. I found it super gentle. So that's why I only brought it up because we're talking about Fenty Skin as a category. And that's why I'm saying I only used it that one time, and it could have not been that. It could have been something else, and I wanna make sure I'm very clear on that. It may not have been that product. I was just scared to use it again, so I didn't. But, now I feel obligated to use it again, so I'm gonna have to suck it up and use it. And Tracy says, "I go crazy at Ulta 21 days. I'm a platinum member. I can't afford Sephora." Gotcha. Gotcha. They actually have some Ulta priced stuff at Sephora now. If you go into like Sephora brand, they sell The Ordinary over there. You can find some brands that are a little less expensive over there, but I agree, Tracy. There are a lot more options at Ulta under the $20 mark than there are over at Sephora. It's so hard to find things. Hi, Janessa. Janessa says, I went ham on Halloween releases, so I tried to keep control for the sale. Oh, yeah. It's hard, man, when you see something cute and it speaks to your soul. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, okay. So Sarah, this is Sarah again. It's like a liquid AHA treatment with a scrubby pad. Yes, exactly. And my skin was so red. It was awful. It was so bad. So I just have to try it again. But some AHAs do mess me up. Like if there's papaya extract in there, or not papaya, papain specifically, that usually messes me up. So yeah. All right. All right. So next up, that's all for my repurchases. Now let's talk about the things that I got that are new. Okay. So, okay. Should I say this or not? Maybe not. Okay. I won't. Okay. So let me just show you. Okay. So I got this from Rose Inc. I was going to say something and then I decided I'll wait. I'll wait to tell you something else. All right. Just forget I said that. Okay. What? What's up?
I'm just monitoring you.
You're monitoring my lack of judgment. I did not get enough sleep last night. Even though we got an extra hour of sleep, I did not get enough sleep. Okay, so my brain is a little bit off. So this is from Rose Inc. This is 3 creamy weightless lipsticks in clutch-friendly sizes. There's Enigmatic, Poetic, and Alluring, which is a limited edition shade. I've never tried Rose Inc. I've heard some of you all have been telling me you want me to try things from Rose Inc. So I got this little mini lipstick set. Let me go ahead and swatch these for you. Naturally Lovely says, all I purchased was Sephora brand, trying not to get anything else. Yeah, Sephora brand really does have some great stuff. I think that what they do, in my opinion, this is just an opinion. I think they find some things that they know are good sellers and then they try to make almost dupes for them. That's my opinion. All right, so this is the Alluring shade. Bloop. Let me see if there's a set. Ooh, it smells creamy. It's like a sweet creamy scent. Smells really good. So I think that one was that's the limited edition shade. And then this one is called Poetic. Feels really creamy. There you go. I realized that I had decluttered a lot of my lipsticks that aren't brown. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to try some lipsticks that are not brown. This one is enigmatic. Bloop. I mean, they're still nudie shades, but not quite as brown as what I always like to wear. It's my comfort shade. Brown is my comfort color. So yeah, so I got that and I'm excited to play with that more. And I still have Michelle. Michelle, I still have Naturally Lovely's comment on the screen. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Alan says Decium has the Slowvember sale. Decium is always pushing anti-consumerism, and I love that. I love that so much. Sharon, I'm just not as excited about makeup from the Sephora as I used to be. You know, you're not alone. You're not alone. I am sure there are many people that feel the same way. And I think that, it's one of those fool me once, shame on me kinds of situations where if you end up buying more than you feel like you were kind of tricked into buying things you didn't need, then you're less likely to shop there. So I don't know. That's kind of the way that I feel about it, is that some of us get into this shopping thing and then when we have buyer's regret, it's like, or buyer's remorse, I guess is what it's called, you kind of shy away from it in the future because you don't want to feel that again. And it makes perfect sense. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Sharon, you're thinking a different direction, but that's kind of like where I've felt about it. Serena, I know it's not at Sephora, I don't think, but my absolute favorite cleanser is the Keys Soul Care Golden Cleanser. That's good to know. I've never tried anything from Keys Soul Care, but that's great to know. Oh my gosh, Taylor, girl, I could not fall asleep to save my life last night. Got up. You should have gotten up and danced a little bit. Got some of that energy out. Taylor's a dancer, so should have got some of your energy out. I was up making marshmallows until like 1 o'clock. Well, not making them, but I was dipping marshmallows in chocolate at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Well, I guess midnight, 1 o'clock, midnight last night, 1 o'clock last night, but midnight today. Oh my, a couple of people, Sarah and Melanie, both said never heard of Rose Inc. It's Rosie Huntington Whiteley's brand. I believe she's a model. Okay. Yes, so many sets this year. Cozy games and makeup. Okay, but is that why sets were big this year are on sale because people were being conservative with their money and rather save than try something new and not like it? I think that was a smart move on people on their parts. There did seem to be a lot more gift sets this year than normal. 100%. So many more gift sets. I mean, I've been doing What's It Been Makeup for what, 7, 8 years, something like that. And I've never seen this many gift sets. And I think you're absolutely right as far as people being conservative with their money and rather trying like a small thing of it than buying a full size. I think you're definitely right. Definitely right. All right. Oh, Taylor said we had our showcase last night, so I was probably still hyped up. At least you're being productive. Well, that's productive. Having your showcase is productive. Model actress. Thank you. Thank you, Adrienne. Okay. Here we go. All right. Yes, Melanie, the gift sets are on sale also, everything. So it's until tomorrow is the sale. But this is the thing, and I want to make sure I stress this. Every time I talk about the sale, I feel like I have to say this because depending on your level, like if you haven't spent $1 at Sephora, then you're a beauty insider. And that goes up to what, 350, something like that. I forget all the numbers. But you get 10% off. VIBs get 15% off, and then Rouge gets 20% off. I'm a VIB, so I got 15% off, but last year they gave everybody 20% off a few days after the sale ended, and it pissed me off so bad. I was like, I got my 15% off. Good job on the loyalty. Now we're going to give you 20% off just for existing. It's like, I hate you right now. I hate you so much. So yeah. So just be aware there may be another 20% off sale. I think they even did one a little bit one in December too, with 20% off, if I remember right. It was so irritating. It's like, I hate you people. Okay, next up, I got this. I've never tried anything from Kaja, and I've heard such good things, and I wanted to try something. So I got this little set. It's the All My Heart set, a heart-inspired lip, eye, cheek trio. So you get a cheeky stamp with it says blendable blush, Love Swipe lip mousse, and Beauty Bento Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio. And I've heard such good things. And it's like, I feel like with this kind of stuff, it's good for me to have a basis of comparison. So somebody says, oh, what's that lipstick like? Can you compare it to a different formula? I want to have references for brands that are popular. Okay, so here we go. That's what it looks like. I don't know. Are these full sizes? I thought they were, or maybe not. Because this is tiny. Are they supposed to be this tiny? This is tiny. I guess you don't really need eyeshadows that are bigger than this, but it looks really tiny. Unfortunately, I cannot send marshmallows outside of my state. It's against my regulations. But and the commercial kitchen thing is just such a pain in my butt. I'm having so much trouble, but I'm trying. I just don't know when that's going to happen because it's just the stars are not in line. Let's just say that the stars are not aligning for me for that. I was trying to have it by holiday, and obviously that's not happening. So yeah, one day you got me to do it. One day I can't. Every time I say it, I have to do it. Yeah, Gabrielle says, I prefer Ulta, but I need some Paula's Choice. I'm waiting to see what deals happen later. Yes, Paula's Choice makes fantastic skincare. I'm just going to disclose, I've bought Paula's Choice. They've sent me PR before, but I've bought it as well. And it's just, they make amazing stuff. I think they really care about their formulas. I think that's a big difference with Paula's Choice and other brands that are just, making skincare to make skincare. They're like skincare artisans over there. All right, so let's talk about this. So this is the lip mousse. Again, I was looking for something that wasn't brown. It's actually not that far away from what I'm wearing today. Oh, it smells good. It smells really fruity. Like more like raspberry. It smells like raspberry. That's what it is. Ooh, okay, so it's not opaque. Oh, yes, it is. Very nice. Very nice. I love this little shape too. It's so cute. And then it says blush stamp. Is it actually? It's actually a stamp? I don't even watch YouTube videos apparently. Okay. Remove film before using. What is happening? I obviously don't know watch enough YouTube videos. So you do do you actually stamp it like this? Like that. And then you stamp it? Oh, that's weird. Okay. That's weird. Did I do it right? I feel like I couldn't have done that right. Maybe I did. Did I do it right? Okay, well, that's unique. It's unique. I don't think it's necessary, but it's unique. Did you see inside? It's got a little spongy guy. I don't think I showed that. It's a little spongy guy. Obviously, I need to watch more YouTube videos because y'all are all looking at me like, how do you do beauty YouTube and you didn't know that? Because I've never reviewed that brand before. And then this is the eyeshadow quad. Ooh. Little piece of plastic falling out. Ooh. Ooh. Number 2. Oh. Ooh. That's what we're going so far. There we go. Yes. One more. Little plasticky guys keep falling out. Ooh. They're all sparkly. Very nice. We'll put them next to the lipsticks. They don't look very pigmented right now, but it's probably just the way I swatched it. I don't count that. Okay. Let's do that again because I want to make sure it's fair. Okay. Let's swatch this guy again. Bloop. There we go. That's better. I'm just going to wipe off my pointer finger just to make sure it's fair. Let me see what y'all are saying while I do this. Okay. Okay. Is Kajah sold at Ulta? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. There's the middle one. And then last one. I feel like these two are really close. Like, why are they almost the same stinking shade? That's dumb. They don't look like it in the pan. This one and that one. Do they look the same to you? Camera 1. Wait, hold on. Camera 1. Camera 2. Camera 1. Camera 2. They do look kind of similar. That's lame. I feel like I got 2 of the same shadow. Fail. But I'm going to try them on my eyes and see what I think. Okay. All right, diamond in my eye. I love the Kajah Bento shadows. I bought 2 this year. I don't buy the ones which have light matte, but all the shimmer ones are great. I'm just a little disappointed that it seems like I got 2 of the exact same stinking shade. I don't know what's going on there. That's annoying. Yeah, Mari says Ulta used to do more 20% off sales, but they don't do it as much anymore. Yes, that's very true. Yes. Yes, that was a Wayne's World reference. They just come out of nowhere sometimes. I don't even know. All right. So take this away. Okay. Next up, last thing. I only have one more thing left. We're at the 30-minute mark. Okay. That's kind of where I wanted to be at the 30-minute mark, was showing you the last thing. And then I figured we could just chat for the second half about whatever, about what happened in What's Up in Makeup today, or whatever y'all want to chat about, whatever's going on. I'm just cleaning up my mess here. All right. I got the LYS Higher Standard 3-piece matte cream blush set because I've heard so many good things about LYS blushes. So I wanted to try them. Thank you, Casey. Casey says Kajah Sephora only. Thank you. Yeah, JK says the same thing. I've never heard anything good, but good about the Kajah Bentos. Me too. That's why I got it. I thought so. Yeah, Tracy, same thing. I heard the shadows are great. I mean, right now, I am not super impressed with this particular one. But maybe, you know what? Sometimes at holiday, they do weird things. You know, brands do weird things at holiday, and sometimes it's not a good representation of what things are not at holiday time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's just that. I don't know. So yeah, Sharon says sheer eyeshadows can be used, can be so great with a bolder lip, I think. And I 100% agree with you. It doesn't have to be super blingy and bold. What irritates me is it seems like 2 of the shades were almost exactly the same. And it's like, that's not cool. Like, I'd rather them be, you know, a gradient, because it looked like, because the one was nice and deep and the other 2 were like light to medium, but it would have been nice to have light, medium, deep. So you can get like, kind of like start deep on the outer corner and get a little lighter till you get to the inner corner, like maybe like a champagne or something for the inner corner. I don't know. Cat's Eye Beauty says, OMG, I'm pronouncing Kajal wrong. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So don't take my word for it. I think I'm pronouncing it right. No one's ever corrected me. So I could be pronouncing it wrong. That's the way I've always said it though. But you may be right and I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just the way I say it. All right. So let me show you these. Oh, LY. Okay, let's you guys are saying. Okay, Kelsey says I got the LYS and the Rare Beauty Blush Trios with the sale. No regrets. Now all I have now have all the blush. Yes, love that. All right, let me go ahead and let's swatch these babies. Okay, Diva Dream says, why is Pat McGrath's holiday collection only half at Sephora? I don't know. I wish I knew though. I wish I knew. Jenny, I find my LYS doesn't last like other cream blushes, but I do like the colors. Just wish they lasted. Wow, that's good to know. We'll have to see. Hopefully they last. They seem very balmy to touch, but pigmented, yes, they are. Did I just sound like Yoda a little bit? All right. Let me blend it out. Because blush we don't put on like that. Bloop, 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 bloop. A little bit. That's pretty. This one is called Higher Standard. I feel like I'm running out of space on this arm. I don't like the way I'm swatching right now. I'm not a fan of my choices. Okay, let's do this. Let me swatch that again, and I'm just going to go like this on my hand and kind of blend it out, and we'll see. And then we'll take a break, and we'll talk about what's on my face today. So that's that kind of blended out. It's still more opaque than what I would put on my cheeks. Okay, and then we've got two more. Let's try this one. I'm excited to try these, though. They do feel really balmy. Okay, this one is, oh, they all say Higher Standard. Hold on. This one is called Unforgettable in Every Way. I do not sing. I just try to hit some of the notes. There's this one. This one is called Empower. I don't have a song for that one. And then the last one, this one is a shade that like calls me. Like this is it right here. Yeah, Samantha March does love the Kajah shadows. Yes, she does. Oh, from the Kajah website, it's pronounced Kajah, meaning let's go in Korean. Got it. Thank you. So is it Ja or Ja? The way you spelled it, it's Ja. Kajah. Oh my goodness. Him and the kids. All right, Grateful right here. All right, this is Grateful. Right there. Sir, you can get me in trouble. All right, there you go. This one is the one that calls to me the most, right there. I don't even know what that's from. What is that even from?
It's just a meme.
Oh, it's a meme. Okay.
The Hoya thing.
The Hoya, it's a meme. I don't even know. I don't know what these kids are saying these days. There you go. This is the shade that calls to me the most. So there we go. I'm excited to play with these more. And we'll see how the lasting power is. Now that Jenny told me that maybe the lasting power is not great. That's what I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on. All right. They have to explain to me meme culture sometimes. Sometimes I just don't get it. My kids look at me and I'm like the oldest. Like, I never thought I was going to be that mom that was the not cool mom. Like I want a hashtag cool mom sweatshirt because I saw a lady at the market today with a cool mom sweatshirt that said cool mom all over it. Like, 'cause I always wanted to be the cool mom, but what you don't realize when you're a kid, when you think I'm going to be the coolest mom, is that you can't be. There is no cool mom. It doesn't exist because your kids will never allow you to be the cool mom. Because you will never be in their eyes. It doesn't matter if you have a cool job. It doesn't matter if you try your hardest to be the cool mom, like by being cool and not being a jerk. You're still not going to be the cool mom, no matter how hard you try. And it breaks my heart. And part of that is me not knowing memes, apparently, because I don't know all of the things. All right, let's take a little bit of a break. And I will tell you what's on my face today. So on my cheeks today, this is the new Sigma Blush and Highlighter palette that was just launched for their holiday collection, Glisten and Glow Cheek Duo. This was sent in PR. On my lips today, this is purchased. This is Lisa Eldridge Velvet Decade. is my main lipstick. And then this has been sitting in my drawer and I haven't used it in a really long time. This is Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is in the shade I'm a Cancer. And I kind of put that in the center. I really want to try this again because I feel like, when I first used it, I used it a little bit and then I stopped using it. And I didn't really like it when I used it. I remember it was at the bottom of the countdown that month, but I feel like I need to still use it every once in a while just to make sure I don't like it. Mixed with the Lisa Eldridge, it was absolutely fine. But on its own, I remember not really liking it. But I mean, I have it. I might as well use it, right? And then on my eyes today, where's the palette that's on my eyes today? What did I do with it? It's an M Cosmetics palette that I was rushing this morning because my alarm didn't go off. And I was like, oh, I need to buy eyeshadow really, really fast. So I put this on. Is it right here? No, I didn't put it away. What the heck did I do with it? I just had it, I swear. I don't know what I did with it. Did I put it in the box? What's in the box? I don't know what I did with it. It's an M Cosmetics palette. It's like a little angly guy. I don't know what the heck I did with it. I'll find it when I don't need it. I swear I just had it. I hate it when this happens. It's so annoying. I put it in a pile right here. That is making me so mad. And I'm not going to sit here and look for it for the next half an hour. It's a little, it's an eyeshadow little thingy. It's like a peach shade. But I really just threw on like 2 shades because I was in a rush. So I will link it down below, I guess, because I can't find it. I don't know what the heck I did with it. I swear I just had it. I hate when that happens. ADHD, goodness. Stop. Oh, Misty Moon says, my son's friends think I'm a cool mom. I'm definitely a weird mom, though. Well, what I say to my kids is at least your parents aren't boring. You can never say your parents are boring. Ms. V says, I was never the cool mom, but I am the cool grandma. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. Raquel says the name has equal inflection on both consonants. Is it Kaja? 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 I'll work on it. I'll work on it. Gabrielle says, my 13-year-old's friends call me the hot mom. They've never met me. I don't get it. Wow. Jonda says, I love brown on your lips. Thank you. Me too. It's my fave. Flory, if you have to say you're a cool mom, then LOL. I know. And it's like, I feel like the mom from Mean Girls sometimes where I'm like, okay, all right, It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah. Everybody's debating how I say Kaja. I've always said Kaja. Most people pronounce it Kaja. Emphasis on the first syllable, but I'm pronouncing it Kaja. Right. That's what I'm saying is don't rely on me to be saying it correctly because I'm probably not. All right. So I'm trying to think what we talked about and what's up in makeup today that we could talk about here. We can talk about She Glam and how irritating it is that they're Leaping Bunny cruelty free. I am so irritated by that. Like I'm like it's not a normal level of irritation right now. And I think it's because I've always like really admired Leaping Bunny as a program and like really been like, I always recommend people look at Leaping Bunny because it is the gold standard of cruelty free. But like somebody commented that they didn't think it was right that Leaping Bunny doesn't care about Sheins, which is the sister companies that they've been exposed for human rights violations. But I don't think that it's really fair to blame Leaping Bunny because that's like not their thing. They don't certify in human rights violations. It's not their lane. They only certify in one thing, and that's animal testing. That's it. They don't have other, because like somebody else was saying how, the impact on the environment and things like that. Like there's so much that you could consider cruelty that they don't consider. So as long as we understand that that's what Leaping Bunny is for animal testing only, then I think that that's fine. But I'm just irritated because I don't think everybody's going to know that. Excuse me. I don't think everybody's going to know that. And I think that it's almost like false like a false praise. I mean, yeah, like it's great that they are Leaping Bunny certified cruelty free. It's great that they're not harming animals and testing on animals. I think that's fantastic. But it's like the working conditions of things happening at Shein is outrageous. The other thing is how is there they haven't found specifically, at least that I've seen, any human rights violations with She Glam. It's just Shein. So are there human rights violations happening at She Glam? We don't know. But I would imagine if they're not making sure that there aren't problems at Shein, why would they make sure they are at She Glam, you know? And it's all going to the same place. Jilly, somebody else said this, that Kelly Gooch just did a video about She Glam. I will definitely have to watch that. I love Kelly. Kelly's amazing. She's such a sweetheart too. I've got to meet her in person, but we didn't like get to talk a lot. She doesn't talk a lot, like at least with me. Like we didn't have a chance to like talk, where like, we were like in a group of like 5 or 6 people, and Kelly and I didn't really get to talk. It was more like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And that was kind of it. But she seemed absolutely lovely. I'm looking forward to spending more time with her in the future. I would love to. B says, I agree with you on She Glam. I think it's absolute BS that they're certified cruelty free. Yeah, I mean, I guess that it's just we just have to know what that actually means, like what Leaping Bunny means. So I think that's a really good, it's we just have to categorize it. Jonda says, I didn't know all that about Shein SMH. I've bought clothes there once, never again. Yeah, I've never talked about She Glam on purpose. I have purposely never mentioned their launches and What's It Been Makeup. Like, I've never talked about them. This is the first time I've talked about She Glam on my entire channel ever, because like I just had well, they've had issues in the past with like copying small business owners. Like they'll find a clothing piece done by a small company and that they've worked hard on and designed, and then they'll copy it. They've gotten in trouble with that before. They got in trouble for other things before. So it's like it gives me, the whole brand just kind of gives me we want to make as much money for the top people as quickly as possible, without consideration for people below. And no, don't get me wrong. Like, I know that there are plenty of companies that do that I probably buy from that I don't realize, like who knows what's happening even at, like Estee Lauder or Unilever or whatever. I mean, I'm sure that there's bad things happening in every company, but it's like, for some reason, like I get the icks about She Glam and Shein. There's just something about it. There's just something about it that is just like, it just doesn't set well with me. And there doesn't seem to be a demand within the community for me to talk about She Glam, so therefore I haven't talked about it. It Sometimes I just decide I don't want to talk about a brand, and I don't. And there's plenty of other brands to talk about. And most of the time I don't even mention it to y'all. And I don't talk about a brand. Sometimes I don't say anything. I just decide that that's not something I'm going to do. Yeah, Tracy says there's equal opportunity employers, but not sure how much good that does and who actually practices it. Yeah, and there's like fair trade and stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's so much cruddy stuff that happens in the business world, things we know about, things we don't know about. There's no way to completely curate your purchases to avoid supporting brands that are cruddy. Like, you just can't. So I just try to do as much as I can. Um, but nobody's going to be perfect. And I feel like, if you feel like you're doing something good, then that's what you should do. If you don't believe in that, that's okay too. Yeah, Beatrice says, I mean, we are part animals. I mean, we are animals too, if you think about it. It is complicated, but treating humans well, just as animals, it goes beyond Leaping Bunny's scope. Yes, exactly, exactly. And it's not like they're testing the makeup on people. So that's all they deal with is animal testing specifically. And with the new regulations in China, it's much easier to be cruelty free than it used to be. It seems like every couple of years they get lighter and lighter and lighter as far as their strict regulations, where it used to be if you imported something and if you sold anything to Chinese consumers, it had to be tested on animals. And then they made it so if you made it in China, but you only exported it, those could be cruelty free. But then if you sold those in China, that could be that didn't have to be tested on animals. Now they have it where you can apply for a pass, essentially, where you can sell to Chinese consumers without testing on animals if you apply for this little pass thing. I don't really know how it all works. I actually reached out to Leaping Bunny to get some clarification on it, and they never got back to me. So I don't know. That was like months ago, and they never got back to me. Yeah, Nicole says need to prioritize, I feel. Yeah. And I think that we need to give ourselves a break too, as far as, we're all so quick to say, don't support this, don't support that, don't support that. I think that everybody needs to choose, first of all, what they feel and what they believe in, and not let anybody dictate what they should do. And second, just do the best you can. I spent a long time feeling guilty about, I bought something from Amazon and I feel terrible because I know that their workers aren't treated great. And then I came to live chat and there were people that worked for Amazon that had great experiences working for Amazon. So it's like, what do you even do when some workers are treated well, but other workers are treated like crap? Like, it's like, you just can't, you can't. So I try my best to support brands for the most part that are good, solid brands, but sometimes it's just, you can't be perfect all of the time. You just can't. It's not possible. Yes, Ms. V, they do have labor laws in China, but the what was reported by the UK news station was against Chinese law. So I don't know what's going to happen as far as them being investigated by the Chinese government. We'll have to see. But yes, it did violate Chinese labor laws. That's what the article said. Yes, exactly, Tracy. I think if we cut off all brands that had issues, sadly, there wouldn't be much to choose from. We hide things, some hide things better than others, 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. Sarah, I think this is also a larger issue in society. For instance, we often talk about veganism as though it's cruelty free, and it's not. The people involved are still exploited. Absolutely. And, vegans will argue with me about this, but when machines pick vegetables, sometimes animals are killed in the process. You have small animals that get in the machines or whatever, or they get run over, or, bugs getting killed or whatever. I mean, even when you're harvesting vegetables, sometimes animals will be killed in the process. And if you eat those vegetables, therefore, if an animal was harmed, is that truly vegan? I don't know. So I really do, like I said, I really do believe in just trying your best. And if you're a vegan, I think one of those things you can do to try your best is not to eat animals, on purpose. But I am not vegan, therefore I'm very far from vegan. I don't think I'll ever be vegan. I don't think I could. It's just not my thing. It's not my jam. But you're right. Veganism is not cruelty free. I agree. And all the vegans are now unsubscribing. I'm so sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about things. And if you don't like it, that's okay. That's all right. We can agree to disagree. Yeah, Sandra, I thought that was weird too that they didn't respond, because I wanted to know more about the new regulations as far as China goes. What brands needed to do in order to bypass these cruelty-free laws, and I didn't hear anything back. I mean, I could reach out to them again. Sometimes, things get lost or whatever, they get buried. I only reached out to them once, so it's possible it just kind of got lost in the mail, but I was a little disappointed I didn't get any info on it, but maybe I'll reach out to them again because it has been a while. Yeah. Catherine says, speaking of vegan, are those vegan marshmallows coming? No, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon, because they have to be delicious. I just need to be able to just do the thing first. I need to do the non-vegan and make sure I got that salad. I mean, I do. But I'm working on a lot of fun things, like fun variations, because I can't do anything normal. I can't just make the same thing and be content. I have to like constantly be changing it. So yeah. So like today at the market, I brought, if you don't know, I own a marshmallow company that I sell at farmers markets and in my state. So I made these hot chocolate toppers. They're like little vanilla marshmallow discs, and then they're dipped in chocolate. So I've dipped some in milk chocolate and then sprinkled some graham crackers, so it'd be like s'mores. And I dipped some in white chocolate and sprinkled some freeze-dried strawberries on them. And then I made little balls of marshmallow, like little like circles of marshmallow, and I put them on a stick and dipped them in chocolate. So you could like dip that in your hot chocolate and stir it up. So I'm always doing weird things like that that are not part of making them vegan. I did have someone come by the booth today, though, Catherine, and ask for vegan marshmallows, and I do not have them. Do I have to sing the One Day song again? No, I won't. I won't do it. I won't. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Not unsubscribing. You have an excellent point. Do the best you can and just don't beat yourself up if you mess up. Exactly, exactly. And I feel like, every single person has the right to decide what they feel is moral to them. And I think there's a lot right now of people pushing their own beliefs on other people. And, it's one thing to say, you know what, this is my side and this is why I think you're wrong. And this is what I believe, and to be able to, and expressing that, but expecting everybody to change their opinions based on your opinions, I think is why we have such a divide in our entire world. A lot in the US, but all over the world, there's such a divide, because we can't accept that somebody has the right to have another opinion, even if we strongly disagree. Because I don't want anybody telling me that I have to believe because you can always flip it. If I push my belief system on somebody else, then that means that it's okay for someone to push their belief system on me, and I am not okay with that. Therefore, I would not treat someone else that way. Even if it's something I'm very, very passionate about, all I can do is express my experience, my thoughts, my beliefs, my feelings, why I believe what I believe. And, maybe that awareness will give them at least more knowledge about the topic, even if it doesn't change their mind. And I don't want to force that on anybody. I don't think that's right. So, you know. Yes, Liz, I love this. If you think about anything too long, you will find something wrong with it. It's about how wrong you personally will allow for something to be. Yes, exactly. 100%. Yes, Beatrice, the gelatin comes from pork or beef protein. I don't know I use Knox gelatin. So whatever Knox gelatin is, that's what it is. Because it doesn't say specifically the source of it, because I think it changes based on what's available. But it's not the KNOX brand that you can get at the grocery store, but I get big tubs of it like this. Yes, Maria, it's a big issue. We always have a choice, 100%. Absolutely. And I think that the more we're open to the fact that other people don't have to believe what we believe, the more we can that person feels less threatened by considering our beliefs. If we're constantly, forcing people, then they're going to be more resistant than if we say it's okay if you don't believe, but this is why I believe what I believe. Teresa says if I went vegan, I would starve, as there are so many foods I cannot eat due to my kidney stones. Yeah, and we don't want that. We don't want you to starve. We love you. We don't want you to starve. You're too amazing to starve. I think I could be vegan. I could be. I just really don't want to be. I could be. I love vegetables. I didn't love them as a kid, but I love them now. There are so many vegetables that I love. Um, but I think I would get tired of the vegetables that I love if I ate them all the time. And I'm not like I don't eat beans. I don't like beans. I'm not a bean person. I'll eat them, but it's not my favorite. Um, yeah, and I try not to eat a ton of bread. So that would cut it down to like pretty much just eating vegetables. And that's not what I want to do all the time. I would, but I don't want to. Yes. And I'm a big cheese fan as well. I love cheese. Somebody turned that into a meme. I love cheese. Yeah, Cat's Eye Beauty says I've had friendships that ended because they opposed my opinion, friendships that were over 30 years old. Yeah. And it's hard. Like I have a friend that is very opposite beliefs of me. And sometimes it's hard to talk to them. Sometimes it's hard because what they believe is real is not what I believe is real. And what I believe is real is not what they believe is real. Like we literally live in two different worlds for the most part. So it's really hard to have conversations sometimes when I look at them, I'm like, that's not real. Like, what you're telling me right now is not a real thing. And they're like, yes, it is. And then they send me some like to a website and it's like, but that's not accurate. Like, that's not what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, oh my gosh. So it makes it hard sometimes to have conversations with people that have completely different beliefs. It's very difficult. Ooh, Gabrielle says, I'm about to introduce sweet potatoes to my family instead of regular potatoes. Pray for me. They are vicious. Oh no. Sweet potatoes are amazing. Sweet potatoes are incredible. They're so good for you too. They're so good.
Chop them up into fries,
Yep.
olive oil,
Olive oil, salt. Yes. Olive oil. Yes.
air fryer.
Or an air. Yes. John's giving you the sweet potato recipe. So you take the sweet potato, you chop it up, put it in, put some olive oil, salt, mix it all up, get the olive oil and the salt all over it, and then you can either bake it or put it in the air fryer. Oh, they're so good. So good. Oh my gosh. At like 425. Oh,
Chop them up into fries.
yes. Chop it up into fries. Yes, definitely. Totally amazing. Incredible. Huge sweet potato fan. The first time I ever had sweet potatoes, because I was working for Outback Steakhouse, and I was working there when they got sweet potatoes on the menu for the first time, and it was the first time I'd ever had a sweet potato, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible!" Because they put the honey butter and the cinnamon and the brown sugar on it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. At least they did then. I don't know if they do now, but that was the first time I ever had a sweet potato, and I was in love. Yeah, Leslie says it's sad that most affordable clothing options are not from free labor. Is there ever free labor? What am I missing? One of our pastors provided a training on how a lot of our clothing came from foreign producers who paid their workers pennies. Yeah. But I think one thing that's really important to look at, and we talked about this in What's Up in Makeup, is the cost of living in the area. So like in the place in China that I was researching, I think they said I looked on a different website, and they had said that the cost of living there for a single person was about 500 won, or yeah, it was about 500 won, I think is the currency, which would that translate? No, it was like 4,000 won, which translated to like $500 US. And but that's not including rent. So it's basically like minimum wage, but it was the hours that were so brutal that they were working these ridiculous hours and they only got one day off a month. They were severely penalized if something went wrong with a clothing item, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, if we want cheap clothes, then they from cheap labor, and it's really sad because our market demands cheap clothing. I wish we could just keep clothing just a little bit longer so that um, we didn't have to buy new stuff all the time. But trends are always changing. There's always going to be demand. Always going to be demand. Lisa's not a fan of sweet potatoes. Okay, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. I strongly disagree with you. Your opinion about sweet potatoes. Strongly disagree. But that's okay. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree. Some people don't like marshmallows. My feelings are not hurt. Can you tell? but but yeah, what else can we talk about? Let's see. We're almost out of time. We only have 2 minutes left. I was going to bring up other things. Jamie Genevieve, did you see that she's having a baby? I heard that. I heard that she's having a baby. So excited for her. She got this big deal with Vive Cosmetics that she was at 5.5 million pounds she got for a minority stake in the company. Oh my gosh. What? Are you kidding me? It was like $6.1 million US and it was like $8.4 million Canadian. I think I remember those numbers right. Like, holy crap. And now she's going to have a baby. Like, how amazing is this woman that she's doing all these amazing things? It's fantastic. I don't know her personally, don't even really know her content that well, but she seems like a lovely human who actually cares about makeup. And I think I've heard nothing but good things about her. So I wish her all the best. I think it's fantastic. I'm so excited for her. Jenny, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Lots of things. I would love to know what you're doing for Thanksgiving as well. US Thanksgiving is in a couple of weeks. We are doing 3 different things. We are, my family's coming over here. We are going over to my husband's, spend time with my husband's family. And also we are having a Friendsgiving that we are hosting at our house with friends because it's Friendsgiving. Because we like to do that. It's fun. Jenny, what are you doing? And I would love to know what everybody's doing for Thanksgiving. We're going to be signing off soon, but you can feel free to come back and leave it in the comments. I would love to read what everybody's doing if you're in the US. I know Canadian Thanksgiving is over. See, Lisa, this is what it's all about. See, this is what I want to end chat on because Lisa, you are the epitome of what I think our world should be. Okay. You don't like sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. So you're offering to Give me your share of sweet potatoes. That is what this world should be, right? We should be able to be like, okay, well, you don't want that and I want that. So therefore, let us share. Hello? Lisa, you're amazing. Thank you. I will gladly take your share of sweet potatoes. Happily and gladly. So thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. All right, I got to go. I'm going to pop off here. Thank you so much for being here for live chat. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun hanging out with you. Again, next week's live chat is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hope you have a lovely week. Next Friday's video is going to be, this is the plan. I always say it's the plan because God, no, you don't never know what happens at the end of the week. This is next Friday's video. So y'all loved my geeky makeup review of the lip set. So I bought another one before the sale. Because I thought I was going to have this up before now. But this is the holiday must-have set from Sephora. We're going to get real geeky with it. I haven't gone into it yet. I haven't even opened it. Should we break the seal real quick? Break the seal. Break the seal. I haven't even opened it yet. There we go. Yay. So we're going to go over all the ingredients. We're going to talk about why the stuff works, why it doesn't work. We're going to try it all out. I'm very excited to share this with you. So that is going to be this coming Friday's video. So hopefully you are subscribed. And yes, and then what's been makeup next weekend? Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Mad love to you. Stay safe. And I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.